Are people visiting your website and bouncing right away immediately, or are they staying and engaging the content that you have available? When it comes to telling the story of your nonprofit online, you have 7 seconds to capture someone's attention. If you don't help them in the first 7 seconds know who you are, what you do, and what a next step is, they're going to be gone. And you'll see that in your Google Analytics, in the website data, that it comes as bounces. Lots of people just come, hey, this isn't for me, and they leave. And the unfortunate part is that often it is for them, but the way we've shared the story is not in a way that people are going to engage with it. So when you think about your website, you want to think about the content you share in terms of blocks of time. At the very first top, what can I share? Who I am, what we do, who we serve, what a next step is. Short enough that it can be read and an action taken in under 7 seconds. And if they give you those 7 seconds, then they're going to give you up to about 15 seconds total. And in that time, you want to share a brief explanation about your organization that goes a little further and the work you're doing. Don't get into history. This isn't the time to tell your bio. This is a chance to say, here's the work we're doing and a little bit about the importance of why we're doing it. And if they've given you that up to 15 seconds, they're going to give you another 10 to 15 seconds. And in that time, you want to share the impact you've made during your existence. This is an opportunity to say, we've been around for 5 years, 10 years, and we've accomplished, here's some big, audacious things that we've been able to accomplish. We've seen this many lives impacted. We've fed this many people. Give details. KPIs are a great thing to have in this area. And if then they've stuck for up to that 30 seconds, then there's a chance they're wanting to really dig in deeper to know more about who you are and what you do. And it's a great opportunity then to give them information about how they could partner with you, what partnership looks like, what are the ways that people engage with your organization, whether they're volunteers, they're donors, they're community members. Give them ways to learn more about who you are, what serving with you looks like. And after you've gotten there, if you've had people for up to 45 seconds or so, you have an opportunity to say, would you help us fund the further work of what we're doing? And give them specifics on what that would look like. We can serve another person for this cost. We can offer this class for 30 people for this kind of cost. It's a great way because now you've begun to build some rapport, connect them to the story, and then you ask, rather than starting with it at the very beginning. So if you've noticed here, the whole goal is to get them in little snippets and essentially to get a little piece and then a little piece more of time and a little piece more of time so that they are engaging the story. And what you're going to find is if you lead with things that are all asking, people are not going to respond. But if you lead with things that talk about how you're impacting lives, how you are affecting people, the difference you're making in the community, people will begin to see the value that you bring and why it's important that you continue. And then when you ask them strategically to be a part, you increase the likelihood of them responding. So the story you share online is drastically important because it truly is the welcome mat that's open 24/7 for your organization. Giving people a glimpse into what you do even when no one is available to answer the phone or to respond to an email. If your organization is struggling to put the pieces together, to keep people engaged with the content and not be losing them to bounces and redirects to other places, visiting other websites, I'd love to have a conversation with you about the mission-minded messaging plan and how it could help bring structure and clarity to the message that you're sharing.